Good morning, friends. This is time for market plan for 26th of April 2021. Here's hoping and wishing that our great country recovers from the coronavirus pandemic as soon as possible, and I hope all of you are staying safe and staying inside. So this has been a very trying time for the market, and I'm talking about the market because it's my job, but with the full realization that there are things which are more important than the market uh, going on right now, and we should all try to help as much as we can. So, given that, I think before we start, let me request you to like, share, subscribe the channel. And I delayed this video to Monday morning because the sort of sentiment and tragedy that has been there on the news channels, while it's heartbreaking, but it also over the weekend led me to believe that possibly the market may have seen a short term bottom, and Monday things could be quite opposite of what people expect. Everybody, I think, was expecting SGX to open at 14,050, 14,100, but in fact, it's opening around 14,440. And the reason is that if everybody takes one side, the market will not go on that side. For the last 2 weeks, I think the market has anticipated that things will get worse, and that sort of got priced in. The other thing is that in our market, 60% of the earnings are derived globally. So IT, pharma, metal, and FMCG, which will be used if people are going to live. So that way, if 60% is dominated by these sectors, then chances are that the market will not fall as much as people are expecting it to fall. So that way, the view uh, needs to be that sentiment on the street and market sentiment could be contrary to each other, and hence we had taken home 14,300 calls for this week. So my view is that yes, there is bearishness on the main street, but the market may have priced in a lot, which means that the bank nifty is already down 20%. The industrials, etc., are down. So that way, that part of the market which will get hit with these issues is already done. So let's look at the S&P 500, and S&P 500 still looks very, very positive despite news flow of tax hikes, etc. So there is no problem here. On the Nifty, there is this channel that we've been going through, and we've held on to this 14,200, 14,300. My view is that we will continue to hold it and will probably again see higher levels at some point in the next few days, back towards 14,700, 800, as some good news comes in. See, some sort of good news will come in at some point, or something that is perceived as good news. If you see the weekly Nifty chart, this is a very, very narrow range. So if we can come out on the upside of this narrow range, which is about 14,526, it's not a big deal because you are hardly 100 points away from the current, uh, you know, uh, SGX Nifty levels. So something quite contrary to what people expect is on the table. So today will be a day of a great market lesson. So that way, on the intraday pivot, or rather the daily pivot, the Nifty needs to stay above 14,328. You could have targets of 14,502 to about 14,597. Similarly, Bank Nifty needs to stay above this 31,400 zone, and possibly you could have targets of 32,220 to about 32,657. On the Bank Nifty, again, the Bank Nifty is already corrected quite a lot. So if a part of the Nifty is looking strong, Bank Nifty has already corrected and is trading near support. So, the sort of pitch that we are playing on, that way the market does not have a lot of downside. See, it's a medical crisis. And yes, the economy will hurt a little bit. But if things come back on track and these cases start to go down, chances are you will have an equally strong recovery as well. So market is basically looking ahead and is assuming that this is a 1 month problem. I think most experts are saying that maybe 15th of May is when the market could bottom out. So, it'll be a huge mistake of thinking that you will go to 13,500 and 13,000. The bears will get trapped. There is no value to trading looking at a news channel. So that should be it for today. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor.